Welcome to Keys to Success. On this show, we will motivate, educate, and entertain you. Now here's your host, Mr. Kirk Clark.
Woo! Good evening and welcome to Keys to Success. Yes, I am excited. Why am I excited? Because once again, I'm here and I'm always excited about doing this show with you guys. And once again, we've been getting some positive feedback on the shows that we've done based on telephone etiquette. Yes, we're focusing on that, and we need to get manners. Again, if you haven't received your book as yet, thanks to the guys who've been supporting Telephone Etiquette. There's a book that I've just written. It got some great ideas. The training that we're doing now on this program are some of the trainings that is going to be seen in the program. So what we're going to be talking about tonight on the show, just a couple of things. We're going to be talking about how do I sound to a caller. I'm going to try and rush through some of the phrasings that you can use on the telephone while answering the call, and so much more right here on Keys to Success, right after these messages.
For the best commercial signage and so much more, call Fast Graphics on 225-1099 or 622-7113. If you'd like to change the look of your car, why not wrap it? Call 225-1099 or 622-7113. Why not put your business on a banner stand and showcase all that you can? Call us today on 225-1099 or 622-7113. Fast Graphics, located at 28 Railroad Line, Kitty. Call us today, 225-1099 or 622-7113.
Giddens Payday Pawn Shop, the pioneer in the pawning business, is back on Rob Street. And Giddens is paying you the highest value for your gold jewelry. Just bring your jewelry into Giddens and get cash. Interest rates are reduced to 20% during this promotional period. Visit the new branch at 37 Rob Street next door to Eagles or call 227-7317.
Giddens, the most trusted name in the pawning business. A name you can rely on.
Call 231-8600, 231-8601, 231-4000, 231-4001 for the service that is better than all the rest. Call Confidential Cabs, 231-8600, 231-8601, 231-4000, 231-4001. Confidential Cabs, where safety comes first.
Welcome back to Keys to Success. Yep. All right, now again, we are not in studio, we're outdoors. I can't tell you the location just yet, but guess what? It's happy. Yes, I'm in my home. So the windows are open, things are happening. You're going to hear my dog barking, cars passing. You're going to hear people. Hope nobody don't use no profanity on the show. So let's do this. Let's get into the show as fast as we can so we can get out. How do I sound to a caller? Now, that's pretty important, and we need to be able to monitor certain things. If you look on your screen, the one thing you can understand is about the flat tone. Right? When you have a flat tone, it means I don't like my job, and I would rather be somewhere else. So you've got to be careful with your tones. If you have too much of a soft tone, your tone is exceedingly soft. Is that I'm sad and lonely. Some people, that's his interpretations we're talking about now. When you have like a high pitch, I'm enthusiastic. Like for example, for me, I'm always in this high pitched tone. This is who I am. This is how I am. So got to also be careful with people with a loud tone. The loud tones, I'm always aggressive and angry. So you've got to be careful with that as well. So it's always important for you to monitor your tones. Your tones. It means a lot. So when somebody's listening to you, when somebody's calling you, like for example, when you just pick up the phone, I know people that do this. You pick up the phone and say absolutely nothing. Just pick up the receiver. Why would you say nothing? That basically means you're rude in answering telephones. So you never pick up a phone and say nothing. When you say hello, haha, a lot of people do it. Hello, that means no manners. You have no manners on a telephone. You're not supposed to say hello to a caller on a telephone. All right? So you've got to be careful with how you answer a phone, what you do to it. When you exhale, somebody exhaling. Exhaling loudly, you mean basically that you're frustrated. And that frustration can be interpreted in so many different ways. So be careful again how you answer. So answering a call is pretty important. So let's talk a little bit about it. Speak directly into the mouthpiece. That's obvious. Some people got their phone all over the place. Speak directly into the mouthpiece. Don't be chewing while on the phone. Some people got a habit of, you got some nuts, you got some chewing gum, you got this, you got that, and you're chewing while you're on the telephone. That's really, really, really not professional. Don't ever do that. Never place your hand over the mouthpiece of the phone. Some people would hold the call, you're on the phone and you hold the phone. Don't do that. Don't put your hand over the receiver. The person can still hear you. Don't place it against your body. Rest it on your desk. And because it's unprofessional, people hearing you shouting, calling for people, put the person on hold, put the telephone receiver down, make sure that the call is on hold, and you can go professionally talk to the person if you got to run a mile. People don't even have to hear that. Never have a caller on hold for more than 60 seconds. Some people got callers holding forever. All right, and some of the call centers are guilty of this. We're not going to say anybody specifically. So let's get into some of the manners on telephones and how you answer it. Now, this is the way we're going to get into it. So the first thing you've got to do is greet the caller. Time of day, example, good morning, good day, etc. This shows respect for the caller. So when you pick up the telephone, the first thing you do is the greeting. Good day, good morning, good night, etc., so on and so forth. And you make sure that you greet the caller professionally. Give your name. My name is Kirk. Now, when you do that, you're giving this caller an accountability level. So this caller now will know who answered the phone. So when they call back, they're going to say specifically, I spoke to Kirk. So that's accountability on that level. I really wish that more companies make sure that their receptionists or the call center people give their names so people can hold them accountable. So that way nobody gets the blame for nobody else that does something, wrong on the telephone. Ask the caller if and how you can help. This leaves the caller with a good impression and a positive outlook on the company. Again, this is not for you. This is for your company. Some people go to work with a personal agenda. A personal agenda never makes a company successful. The company's agenda and your personal agenda makes the company successful. Always bear that in mind. So when you go to work with that in mind. You go to work for the person or persons in mind. Find out the caller's name. When the caller would give you their full name, thank them for doing it. So thank you for giving me your name, and you can do that from them. Then repeat their name to them, so make sure that you understand it. So my name is Agatha Murley. So good morning. Can I please have your name, Agatha Murley? Thank you so much, Agatha Murley. And you repeat it for them to make sure that you understand, make sure you're pronouncing it right, make sure you get it right, because it's a respect. And you've got to honor that person's name. And make sure you repeat it to them, then ask, can I, or may I, would like to mind or call you at your first name. So call them by their first name. Some people, because for me, the last name thing, especially when it deals with women, and of course now we have to go a little more generic. We have male, we have female, and we have others, and we need to respect every person that we come into contact with. So when you're talking to a young woman, do you know if she's Miss or Mrs.? So you may be able to put the wrong title into the surname. So it's always on a more friendly basis to actually call a person on a first name basis. Some people don't like it, but you know what? It's easy and more professional in a company to make that sort of connection with the client, that it becomes more a personal perspective on the client. Again, some people may have a differ on this aspect, but it's okay. For every company, there's a difference. So now let's go to the call and how you actually answer a telephone. And, well, we're here night, so let's deal with this. I know you're seeing on screen good morning, so let's put this as a night perspective. And good night. Thanks for calling GWI. My name is Kirk. How may I assist you today? So whatever the company is, you stick that company in, and it's good morning as the greeting. Thanks for calling the company's name, and this company, let's say GWI. My name is Kirk. How may I assist you today? That is one way of answering it. The next way you can do it is good night or good evening. Well, there's a difference between good night and good evening as well. I'm not going to touch that on this show, so let's just deal with it from the perspective of this. Good night. Thanks. You have reached GWI. My name is Kirk. How may I be of assistance? That's another way. And of course, you can develop your own aspects from this. This is not written in stone. This is just one of the ways that are easily accepted, much more by call centers and front desk persons that are there. Again, forgive the noise in the background. I'm recording from home. So, you try this, and let's see how this works for you in this perspective when we come back right after these.
For the best commercial signage and so much more, call Fast Graphics on 225-1099 or 622-7113. If you'd like to change the look of your car, why not wrap it? Call 225-1099 or 622-7113. Why not put your business on a banner stand and showcase all that you can? Call us today on 225-1099 or 622-7113. Fast Graphics, located at 28 Railroad Line, Kitty. Call us today, 225-1099 or 622-7113.
Giddens Payday Pawn Shop, the pioneer in the pawning business, is back on Rob Street. And Giddens is paying you the highest value for your gold jewelry. Just bring your jewelry into Giddens and get cash. Interest rates are reduced to 20% during this promotional period. Visit the new branch at 37 Rob Street next door to Eagles or call 227-7317.
Giddens, the most trusted name in the pawning business. A name you can rely on.
Call 231-8600, 231-8601, 231-4000, 231-4001 for the service that is better than all the rest. Call Confidential Gabs, 231-8600, 231-8601, 231-4000, 231-4001. Confidential Gabs, where safety comes first.
Welcome back to Keys to Success. Tonight has been pretty excited. I hope you would have actually gained some of the ways that you can actually answer the telephone call, and I hope this benefits you in such a way. So just a quick recap in answering the telephone. Do not say hello. Careful with your tones, careful with everything else that you go, because again, it's going to be interpreted. And when you're answering, just the general perspective, time of day, company, name, and then of course, the greeting. So you've got to always remember that, okay? And go with it, roll professionally. And again, the email is at the bottom of the screen. If you need any training for your company, your organization, give us a call, let us know. But just before we go, I just wanted John Maxwell to talk to you a little bit about attitude just before we go. Here's John.
Have you ever heard a motivational speaker tell you that attitude is everything? I'll bet you have. I've heard many say that. In fact, they'll say something like, if you can believe it, you can achieve it. And that never quite rang true with me. So I began to press the issue, and I have come to the conclusion that attitude isn't everything. Now, I'm not disclaiming or in any way being disparaging about attitude, because I think attitude is very important. But if anybody comes up to you, tells you that attitude is everything, I don't buy into that. That's not true. For example, attitude can't replace incompetence. If you're incompetent, you can be very happy, but you can still be very unsuccessful. Now, here's what I do know. Attitude isn't everything, but attitude is the main thing that'll make a difference in your life. And because I believe that, I wrote the book, The Difference Maker. You see, that's what attitude is. Attitude is the difference maker. You have two people side by side that you're thinking about employing in your company. Both of them have the same background, same job description, education, experience. I mean, you could almost flip a coin and say, I could hire the one on the right or I could hire the one on the left. But one has a great attitude and one has a bad attitude. Now, who are you going to hire? You're going to hire the person with a great attitude. Why? Because it was the difference maker. It is true that your attitude will determine your altitude. And in the difference maker, I talk about 5 areas that usually pull down or sink our attitude. I mean, I'm talking about fear, failure, discouragement, change, things changing all around us in the process until we can't keep up. I'm talking about things that have a tendency to destroy the attitude. And I talk about those 5 things, and I tell you how to have an attitude that will help you overcome each one of them. So remember, attitude isn't everything, but it is the main thing. It is the difference maker in your life.
For the best commercial signage and so much more, call Fast Graphics on 225-1099 or 622-7113. If you'd like to change the look of your car, why not wrap it? Call 225-1099 or 622-7113. Why not put your business on a banner stand and showcase all that you can? Call us today on 225-1099 or 622-7113. Fast Graphics, located at 28 Railroad Line, Kitty. Call us today, 225-1099 or 622-7113.
Giddens Payday Pawn Shop, the pioneer in the pawning business, is back on Rob Street. And Giddens is paying you the highest value for your gold jewelry. Just bring your jewelry into Giddens and get cash. Interest rates are reduced to 20% during this promotional period. Visit the new branch at 37 Rob Street next door to Eagles or call 227-7317.
Giddens, the most trusted name in the pawning business. A name you can rely on.
Call 231-8600, 231-8601, 231-4000, 231-4001 for the service that is better than all the rest. Call Confidential Cabs, 231-8600, 231-8601, 231-4000, 231-4001. Confidential Cabs, where safety comes first.
Rise and shine. 6 a.m. and your hand can't make it to the alarm clock before the voices in your head start telling you that it's too early, too dark, and too cold to get out of bed. Aching muscles lie still in rebellion, pretending not to hear your brain commanding them to move. A legion of voices are shouting their unanimous permission for you to hit the snooze button and go back to dreamland. But you didn't ask their opinion. The voice you've chosen to listen to is one of defiance. A voice that says there was a reason you set that alarm in the first place. So sit up, put your feet on the floor, and don't look back, because we've got work to do. Welcome to the grind. For what is each day but a series of conflicts between the right way and the easy way? 10,000 streams fan out like a river delta before you, each one promising the path of least resistance. Thing is, you're headed upstream. And when you make that choice, when you decide to turn your back on what's comfortable and safe and what some would call common sense, well, that's day one. From there, it only gets tougher. So just make sure this is something you want, because the easy way out will always be there, ready to wash you away. All you have to do is pick up your feet. But you aren't going to, are you? With each step comes the decision to take another. You're on your way now, but this is no time to dwell on how far you've come. You're in a fight against an opponent you can't see, but oh, you can feel him on your heels, can't you? Feel him breathing down your neck. You know what that is? That's you. Your fears, your doubts, and insecurities all lined up like a firing squad, ready to shoot you out of the sky. But don't lose heart. While they're not easily defeated, they are far from invincible. Remember, this is the grind, the battle royale between you and your mind, your body, and the devil on your shoulder is telling you that this is just a game. This is just a waste of time. Your opponents are stronger than you. Drown out the voice of uncertainty with the sound of your own heartbeat. Burn away your self-doubt with a fire lit beneath you. Remember what we're fighting for, and never forget that momentum is a cruel mistress. She can turn on a dime or the smallest mistake. She is ever searching for the weak place in your armor, that one tiny thing you forgot to prepare for. So as long as the devil is hiding the details, the question remains, is that all you got? Are you sure? And when the answer is yes, when you've done all you can to prepare yourself for battle, then it's time to go forth and boldly face your enemy, the enemy within. Only now you must take that fight into the open, into hostile territory. You're a lion in a field of lions, all hunting the same elusive prey with a desperate starvation that says victory is the only thing that can keep you alive. So believe that voice that says you can run a little faster, and you can throw a little harder, and that for you, the laws of physics are merely a suggestion. Luck is the last dying wish of those who want to believe that winning can happen by accident. Sweat, on the other hand, is for those who know it's a choice. So decide now, because destiny waits for no man. And when your time comes and 1,000 different voices are trying to tell you you're not ready for it, listen instead to that lone voice of dissent. The one that says you are ready, you are prepared. It's all up to you now.
Yo, Robert, what's going on? Where have you been? You're late. No, I don't want to hear this. Look, your job performance is nowhere near good enough to be pulling this. I don't give a damn who your father is. You understand me? Yeah. All right. All right. Now get out of here.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So you nervous about the fight?
They're scared to death.
You don't look scared?
Well, you ain't supposed to.
Then you don't have to do it.
Yeah, well, I think I do.
You know, living with you, it hasn't been easy. People see me, but they think of you. Now with all this going on, this is gonna be worse than ever.
It don't have to be.
No, sure it does.
Why? You got a lot going on, kid.
Well, my last name? That's the reason I got a decent job. That's the reason why people deal with me in the first place. Now I start to get a little ahead. I start to get a little something for myself, and this happens. Now I'm asking you, as a favor, not to go through with this, okay? This is only gonna end up bad for you, and it's gonna end up bad for me.
You think I'm hurting you?
Yeah, in a way you are.
That's the last thing I ever wanted to do.
I know that's not what you want to do, but that's just the way that it is. Don't you care what people think? Doesn't it bother you that people are making you out to be a joke, and that I'm gonna be included in that? Do you think that's right? Do you?
You ain't gonna believe this. But you used to fit right here. I'd hold you up and say to your mother, this kid's gonna be the best kid in the world. This kid's gonna be somebody better than anybody ever knew. And you grew up good and wonderful. It was great just watching you every day. It was like a privilege. Then the time come for you to be your own man and take on the world, and you did. But somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. I'm always gonna love you no matter what. No matter what happens. You're my son, you're my blood. You're the best thing in my life. But until you start believing in yourself, you ain't gonna have a life. Don't forget to visit your mother.
For the best commercial signage and so much more, call Fast Graphics on 225-1099 or 622-7113. If you'd like to change the look of your car, why not wrap it? Call 225-1099 or 622-7113. Why not put your business on a banner stand and showcase all that you can? Call us today on 225-1099 or 622-7113. Fast Graphics, located at 28 Railroad Line, Kitty. Call us today, 225-1099 or 622-7113.
Giddens Payday Pawn Shop, the pioneer in the pawning business, is back on Rob Street. And Giddens is paying you the highest value for your gold jewelry. Just bring your jewelry in to Giddens and get cash. Interest rates are reduced to 20% during this promotional period. Visit the new branch at 37 Rob Street next door to Eagles or call 227-7317.
Giddens, the most trusted name in the pawning business. A name you can rely on.
Call 231-8600, 231-8601, 231-4000, 231-4001 for the service that is better than all the rest. Call Confidential Gabs, 231-8600, 231-8601, 231-4000, 231-4001. Confidential Gabs, where safety comes first.
Awesome clip. But guess what? Time is against us, and this is all that we've got for you tonight on the show. So, I'll see you next week, same place, same time, on another program of Keys to Success. If you're trying to get a copy of the book, send the email. The email address is at the bottom of the screen. I will then make contact with you. We can then take it from there. And for training in customer service, team building, telephone etiquette, leadership, goal setting, you name it, we can help you with it. And what we can't do, we will refer to others and make sure that your company is well prepared in training, because training is what we're about. Again, thank you so much for joining us. The persons who helped make the show a success: Gideon's Payday Pawn Shop, Confidential Cabs, Action Coach Guyana, and of course, Fast Graphics. Eric is the guy that actually helps me look neat and come out looking in this brandish kind of way with the haircuts. And of course, that's all compliments of Ambitions Hair Salon. Check them out. That's Kirk saying bye-bye.